Oh man, we missed our exit. I guess we're doing the east side. Hey guys, it is Julian Jackson. We are in Lakewood Heights. We are on the east side. We actually have a Waymo car that is just passing us. Haven't seen one of those before. All right, so right now we are in City of Atlanta, South Bend Center. It is a park in the Lakewood Heights neighborhood. This is gonna be a good tour today. I really think that y'all are gonna enjoy it. So let's get into it. So South Bend Park offers several different amenities. It has a pavilion, it has a playground, it has a pool. There's several different things going on over here, but I don't want to go too far into South Bend Park or the Lakewood Heights area before I tell you what's going to be going on this tour. We are going to be walking, we are going to be driving, we are going to be generally having a lot of fun in this neighborhood. So I appreciate y'all staying tuned. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, I am a real estate agent in the Atlanta area. So if you're looking on the east side, on the west side, north, south, I am your guy, Julian Jackson. All of my information is in the comments. So, Lakewood Heights, from 2014 to 2024 that we're in right now, has changed tremendously. I'm talking about back in 2014, values kind of were topping out around $200,000, and they went all the way down to as low as you can go. All the way down to as low as you can go. These days, it's going as high, we're in 2024, it's going as high as about a little over $500,000, as maybe even as high as about $550,000. The changes in this area have been incredible. I'm happy for the homeowners. I want to thank one of our viewers and also commenters because they specifically asked me to come to this neighborhood and check it out. I'm so happy to be here. This is going to be a fun sightseeing opportunity, and so much has changed. So, as you know, we're going to hop in the car, we're going to do some walking, and let's go. Hey guys, I'm Julian Jackson. Join me as we explore the east side. While we are traveling in South Bend Park, just want to give you some more information about it. It spans 77 acres and offers a variety of amenities for residents and visitors. The park features approximately 2 miles of trails, making it a great spot for walking, running, or biking. There's a picnic pavilion for gatherings, water fountains to stay hydrated, and a multi-use path trail that connects several different parts of the park. For families, South Bend Park has a playground, a sports center, a swimming pool, a basketball court. There's even a dedicated bike path, making it an ideal destination for outdoor activities and recreation. Whether you're looking for a place to exercise, relax, or spend time with family, this park has something for everyone. As you know, we are in the Lakewood Heights neighborhood, and Lakewood Heights is in the southern part of Atlanta. It's actually in southeast Atlanta. It's conveniently located about 5 miles south of downtown Atlanta and roughly 7 miles from Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, the largest, most busy, most beautiful airport in Atlanta. It's actually the busiest airport in the world. Bar none, the busiest airport in the world. So whether you're commuting to work or catching a flight, it is a super accessible area. This neighborhood is bordered by South Atlanta and Amal Heights to the north, Chosewood Park to the east, Polar Rock and Swallow Circle / Baywood to the south, and Sylvan Hills to the west. To get there from downtown Atlanta, take I-75 South or I-85 South to exit 243 for Lakewood Avenue. If you are an Atlanta citizen, you have no clue about the exit number, but it is 243. And from there, you will merge onto Georgia 166 East and use the left 2 lanes to take exit towards Aaron's Amphitheatre. Once you've done that, you are officially in Lakewood Heights. lot here to see in South Bend Park. There is a basketball court, as you can see right behind me. There is a tennis court. There is a soccer court that they have over here that looks like they turned in from the not basketball, but tennis courts. There's a lot to see over here. I really recommend checking it out. 77 acres of things to do here. It's a big park. It's not the largest in Atlanta, but it is a pretty huge park. 77 acres. That's very big, and that's a lot of ground to cover. So I definitely recommend y'all checking that out. All right, we have left South Bend Park and we are now traveling on Lakewood Avenue Southeast. It is one of the longest streets in the Lakewood Heights area. Before we go any further, I want to speak on crime, and I want to say that if you are interested in looking up crime on any of these neighborhoods in the Atlanta area, I would definitely recommend to check out the link that I have in my description. It shows all the crime that has pretty much been reported by the Atlanta Police Department. Just note that if you are in an area that has a lot of people, you're typically going to see more crime, and if you are in an area with less people, you are typically going to see less crime, because crime is typically where there's more people per capita. Lakewood Heights has roots that go back to the early 20th century. Originally, the area grew as a working-class neighborhood thanks to proximity to industrial areas and the Lakewood Fairgrounds, which hosted major events like the Southeastern Fair for decades. The fairgrounds were a huge draw, and many homes were built to accommodate the influx of residents working at nearby factories and businesses. The fairgrounds also housed the Lakewood Amphitheatre, now known as Spacious Amphitheatre at Lakewood. This venue remains a staple for concerts and events in Atlanta. Over the years, the neighborhood has seen its ups and downs, with periods of disinvestment followed by efforts to revitalize and reinvest in the community. Today, Lakewood Heights is gaining renewed interest for its affordable homes and proximity to downtown. Regarding Spacious Amphitheatre or Lakewood Amphitheatre, there are so many artists that have performed at this theater. I recommend doing just a quick bit of research, but pretty much every singer that you could possibly think of has performed there. It is well known for its acoustics, and it is very popular within the artist realm. Lakewood Heights has a mix of both commercial and residential. So let's talk on the commercial areas of the Lakewood Heights neighborhood. Historically, the neighborhood was home to small businesses that served the local community, and today, efforts are underway to revitalize these spaces. Along Lakewood Avenue and Jonesboro Road, you'll find a mix of mom and pop shops, local eateries, and convenience stores. While some storefronts are still vacant, others have been repurposed into new businesses, signaling the area's potential for growth. One of the highlights is the emergence of creative spaces and small enterprises that cater to the arts and local culture. These businesses are beginning to draw attention from residents and visitors alike, adding a layer of vibrancy to the neighborhood. As redevelopment continues, the commercial area in Lakewood Heights could become a key hub for shopping, dining, and entertainment in the area. As we're driving through the commercial district of the Lakewood Heights neighborhood, I want to highlight Black Coffee. It is a very highly rated business in the Lakewood Heights neighborhood. It's actually started by 4 friends and also graduates of Xavier University of Louisiana, and they came together, and through their investment fund they started Black Coffee Company. It's a pretty cool spot right over here on Jonesboro Road. I recommend, if you have the time or if you happen to be driving through the Lakewood Heights neighborhood, to stop in and try out their coffee. We are getting close to cemetery, so I want to take a moment to talk about a remarkable figure in Atlanta's history. Reverend Martin Luther King Sr., known affectionately as Daddy King, he was much more than just the father of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was a minister, missionary, and an early leader in the civil rights movement. Reverend King served as a pastor of Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church for over 40 years. Born to Michael King in Stockbridge, Georgia, he grew up witnessing the harsh realities of Southern racism, which inspired him to become a preacher. His journey wasn't easy. He worked various jobs and went to school at night to overcome his educational deficiencies. But through determination and support from his community, he became a respected pastor and civil rights advocate. He led Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church to become a central hub for social action, preaching about equality and nonviolence. In the 1930s, he organized the city's first Black voting rights march and worked to integrate workplaces and public facilities. He was also instrumental in nurturing the social consciousness of his son, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., profoundly influencing the civil rights movement. Despite personal tragedies, including the loss of his son, wife, and younger son, Reverend King remained a steadfast advocate for justice and equality. His legacy is a testament to resilience, faith, and the power of community. Right now we are driving on Richmond Avenue Southeast. As we are driving on some of the more residential streets, you're going to notice a mix of housing styles. There are charming early 20th century bungalows, some mid-century designs, and newer construction popping up here and there. The streets have that classic Atlanta feel, lined with mature trees and a blend of architectural styles that tell the story of the neighborhood's evolution. Lakewood Heights still has a sense of grit and potential. There are areas that feel a little worn down, but you can also see signs of change, renovated homes, fresh paint, and even some new businesses moving in. This is a neighborhood that feels like it's on the verge of transformation, and that's part of what makes it so interesting. So one of the crowd favorite things are just watching the streets and seeing what the neighborhood has to offer. I don't want to be here talking the entire time, but I definitely want you to get a feel and get an eyes on the street type level. So while you're looking at the streets, I just want you to keep in mind that this Lakewood Heights community is a very, very diverse community with longtime residents who have lived here for decades alongside newer folks moving in for the affordable housing options and convenient location. As I said earlier, where the prices were as low as you can go, and now they're going all the way up to $550,000. So there's a big mix of different kinds of residents. There's a mix of old school Atlanta charm and a fresh energy that's starting to take root. If you've been considering investing in Lakewood Heights, now might be a great time. Whether you're looking for a fixer-upper, rental property, or even a first home, this neighborhood offers a lot of potential at a more accessible price point than some of Atlanta's more established areas. Are you interested in seeing what other neighborhoods we could check out in Atlanta? Don't hesitate to put it in the comments. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mwah!
You're listening to Self Radio. You're listening to Self Radio. You're listening to Self Radio. listening to Talk Radio.
So right now we are on Compton Drive Southeast, and Compton Drive Southeast starts off with residential houses, and as you continue going back, you reach one of the entrances for South Bend Park. After you enter the entrance to South Bend Park, you're going to notice that there are trails that are going in different directions. There's also open fields to play baseball, soccer, football, any kind of outdoor sports that you want to think of. The trails over here are nice and quiet. You're not really running into a lot of people here at the time where I'm here right now. Seems like they're installing some lights over here in South Bend Park to make things more visible, especially at night. And I'm all for that. In the back of the park, where these trails lead to, you have a baseball field and a soccer field, and it's really a nice, huge park. Definitely recommend coming over here, checking it out. There's a lot to see. It's a really cool area, dog park, all that jazz. And I just realized that from walking in it, how expansive it is. Definitely worth putting eyes on. All right, now, so we have walked some of the neighborhood. We have driven some of the neighborhood. I hope y'all have had a good time. My name is Julian Jackson. I am a real estate agent in the Atlanta area. You are looking at purchasing or selling, I am your guy. I sell on the east side, west side, north side, south side. In these videos, I've been covering the west side. This is the first neighborhood where I've covered the east side, so don't hesitate to check out all of my videos. And if you're interested in the history of the neighborhoods or just never heard of a neighborhood and you want to learn something new, those videos for you. If you have a friend or you know someone who's also looking to move to Atlanta, don't hesitate to have them reach out to me. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.